Welcome to You Are in the Bicycle Lane. This is my long distance touring setup. These are my Panda bags. I got Panda bags in the front, Panda bags in the back. I already walked you guys through on my rack setup. Okay, this is the Insta360 camera mount that I told you guys about the other day. Super solid, paracorded to the luggage rack, put insulation in between the luggage rack and the brackets. Super solid, easy setup, easy takedown, easy assembly. So I get some POV shots with the Insta360 here. This thing is sick, just sick, just sick. So that in the middle of nowhere with the 360 is just going to be super cool with the desert setup and everything, dude. Oh, it's going to be so awesome. So there's that. So easy takedown. This is my cooler where I keep my eggs, sausage, all my cold stuff. All my cold stuff with this cooler lasts a couple of days, and then I'm gonna just keep it in the shade. It's my solar panel. Powers up to a 24-volt battery. I'm sorry, 19-volt. Solar panel, charge to 100%, keep it plugged in, keep it on a sunny day. I can keep 100% all day with this. This is also my trunk. It's that recycled PVC, so I keep all my clothes, all my, this is it's super waterproof. And plus I also have rain covers that I put all over everything when it starts raining. So that's where I keep all my batteries. It's the super awesome. It's got all these plugins. It's got the Type-C, it's got the DC in, and then the 2 outs for the USB. Freaking thing is awesome. Right now it's at 85%. Once I charge it in the front, from the wall, 100%. Keep it plugged in. Keep the sun on it. I can charge. It'll stay at 100% with the sun, and then I can just plug whatever I need to. If I need the Insta360 batteries recharged, or if I need my AA's recharged, it'll trickle charge that, which is super cool. Towels. I also have rope lighting for camping. Rope lighting. Okay. So then I have cooler here. This there, paracorded, stays nice and sturdy. We'll start the right side first. Fishing gear. For my fishing gear, I have slingshot, tackle box. Then I have fishing darts. I got a bunch of these. Just buy them if you see them. Like I said, they're fishing darts. Super, super cool. You know, when you lose your fishing pole, you have a slingshot. I mean, super, super convenient. I always take this one kayaking. This is always super fun. And then, just depending on what area you go in, whether or not you have water, is when I would carry this. Sleeping bag, compression bag. It's just a summer goose down sleeping bag. It's other part of my fishing kit. This is the fishing pole that goes on the slingshot or the fishing pole itself. Extra slingshot rubber bands, extra rubber bands for the fishing darts, and then extra slingshot cord. Like you double it up, and then with that I also have zip ties, some fake fish, and then this is the other part of my collapsible fishing pole. This also goes on the slingshot, which is super cool. If I get a chance to set it up, I'll set it up later. Just depending on what area you go in. Sometimes you go and there's no water at all. If you do go in there's water, it's a shower bag. You fill it up with river water, lay it out in the sun for a day and a half, or a half a day, and you have hot water. So you have a hot water shower. So when you're out riding around in your 4 days, your 4 days riding, you want a hot shower, this is a perfect hot shower. It's nice, compact. Like I say, you fill it with river water, and then set it out in the sun, hang it, gravity fed. You have a shower. It's got a little shower nozzle at the end. Super convenient. And all these things that I have, these are all the things that I've collected over the years that when I'm out in the middle of nowhere, I wish I had. So I wish I would have had, that years ago. So this is my water setup. This is my backup water setup, or if I get to the point where I'm running out of water and I need water, I have a water filter system. It's a cheesecloth. It's the rain filter. Sorry, it's a live straw. Has the washable filter. What I do when I go to the rain, or when I go to the river to get water, I'll put the cheesecloth over this to filter out some of the like wood and all the debris and like all the mosquito larvae. This takes out a lot of that harsh stuff. And then gravity fed filter. And then that screws onto, wait, this way, yeah. This way, and then this screws onto any 20-ounce regular nozzle. And then there you have your fresh water. Tastes a little awkward, but at least it's 100%. It's like 99.9% filtered with the Life Straw. These filters are awesome. I've had this filter for almost 4 years, and all you gotta do is just wash it and then lay it out in the sun, and it's perfectly fine. Gerber, fixed blade, serrated, nice utility knife, had it for a couple years, tool dipped, the rubber tool dipped the handle to make it a little bit more grippable. It's always had rain guards. It's always nice to have a couple of rain guards for your stuff when you're riding. Stakes, galvanized stakes, big huge nails. You never know when you need big huge nails. It's one of my many tarps. I carry about one to two tarps. So I think this time if I go around, I'm going to do 2 tarps. So I have just a basic, it looks like a spider web. That's it for that one. We'll go to the front. Actually, no, let's go to the bicycle bag here, bicycle bag. So this is my tire pump, extra headlamp, flashlight holder. It's got my tubes. I got 4 tubes. I always carry four or more tubes. Extra parts. The tire spoons. You always have extra tire spoons because you know you turn around and you're missing one, and all of a sudden you can't find any of your tire spoons. So the more tire spoons you have, the better. Then I have an extra bracket for my front rack, tire pump, mini crowbar, and then various bits of metal. Like I said, it's just nice to have extra stuff. This one, this bottom part of the bag is vice grips, cable cutters, precise cable cutters, miscellaneous nuts and bolts, little miscellaneous nuts and washers, nuts and bolts, and it's all for the stuff that's on my bike already. And then see a piece of plastic for tapping stuff. Quarter-inch ratchet, a couple of things on here that I need the ratchet for to tighten it down, make sure it's taut. Pretty much it. Flex Seal tape. Use the Flex Seal tape to patch holes in the tires. Sometimes you get like gouges in the tires. You can put that Flex Seal on the inside, and it won't. Then your tire tube won't bulge out of the gouge that's in your tire. Because sometimes when you got a bunch of weight on there and you hit a rock, it'll gouge that, and then your tire tube will stick through it. You put that Flex Seal on the inside, and it'll prevent it from popping back out. So then that way you can get to a bike shop to where it gives you enough time to get to a bike shop. Mini vice grips, awesome. So that's it for the tool bag. I'll do the lights last. Cooler, extra cooler, so I can carry more food with me. I've had this cooler. It's a 6-can cooler. It's able. You can get like one of those Viking Prefos things, and then that lasts for a couple of days, and it keeps your food nice and cold. And then, like I said, you could also bury this in the shade, and it'll stay cooler for an extra day or two if you bury it. It's super easy. Yeah, like I said, you just dig it and then bury it and cover it with branches and stuff like that. It'll stay cold. So, front bag. I'll do my light setup last. So you got extra gas. You never have enough gas. Cast iron. Cap for the thing. Cast iron, these little skillets are neat. You can just do eggs and sausage on these. You got an extra friend, he can do his eggs and sausage on it. I have 2 stoves, so then I have a regular skillet, cast iron skillet, the little 1-up. These things are super neat. you know, you boil water in them, cleanse them real nice, and then, you know, you just cover it with coconut oil. I don't carry butter with me anymore. I just carry coconut butter or coconut oil. Coconut oil is so much easier to maintain, and it doesn't melt all over the place. It's self-contained in the glass jar. These are, it's got rubber seals on them. If you go into, like, you get Wendy's and you want to keep Wendy's for a day or two until you get a chance to recook it, these are real good. These have like a little seal on them. And I have my utensils in this one, little universal spoon, bamboo spatula, bamboo knife, bamboo fork, soup spoon. These soup spoons are so super cool. And a coffee spoon. Stove. I carry 2 stoves and then a backup stove in case one of these stoves gets damaged or one of the hoses gets a kink in it or something like that, and then I'm losing air or losing gas. It's always good to have a little backup. This goes with the water filter. Plastic gloves. I always carry plastic gloves with me if I have to work on my bike and I'm in the middle of nowhere. I don't want to waste water washing my hands, you know, just to keep my hands clean. I just rather take plastic gloves with me so I don't have to waste water washing my hands when I'm 55 miles out in the middle of nowhere. And I have to conserve water. It's like you really think about ways to conserve water. So then that's it for that side. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip it. I'll talk about my lights last. This thing is such a tank. Oh, this thing is such a tank. Okay. Well, yeah, like I said, depending on where, if I know I'm going to water, I will take a fish net with me along with my fishing gear. If I'm kayaking, I always take that with me. Okay, so this is my rear bag. It's a raincoat, Arc'teryx. Had it for Arc'teryx for a couple years. They're super durable. It's the bag to the various lengths of rope. I've got a bunch of paracord. I've got a bunch of stainless steel rings. I've got a couple of carabiners. It's really neat to have like a lot of extra stuff and have it all in one spot, because you just never know when you're out in the middle of nowhere. You're 80 miles from the nearest gas station. It's insane sometimes. You don't realize how much distance there is between, like, from place to place when you're out. Like I said, when you're out in the middle of nowhere, you really have to think of, like, well, what if this happens? What if this happens? So this is my what if this happens. So I always have paracord. I always have the elastic little bungee cord, the real thin stuff, because it's great for camping. It's great for when it rains and you have to set your tarps up and you have to spider them and you have to put all these little strings everywhere. It's always good to have extra stuff. Another tarp. This is another tarp that's straight like a triangle. I put this one over the tent hammock, and then I put this out as a porch because it's like a triangle and it looks like a bird's beak. Super cool. And then you just do the angle to do the rain runoff. It keeps the rain from soaking into the tent. This is my battery bag, waterproof. It's old rubber tires. So, yeah, this is where put all my batteries that I don't want to get wet. It's just easy access. It's just a bunch of 18650, the battery cord, the charging cords, and stuff like that. Stuff that I need to keep dry. So there's that. This one, it's my tent hammock. Tent hammock it's got the straps, tent straps. This has a mosquito net sewn into it. Super cool, super lightweight, super short, so you can put it pretty much in between any distance and still sit comfortable. I've been camping for like the past 20 years, and to camp on the ground after you've been biking for 25 miles, it is a kick in the balls. So I switched to kayak camping, or kayak tent camping, and by far it is the most relaxing night sleep ever. You wake up in the morning, you're recharged, you're ready to go, you're ready to eat breakfast, you're ready to pack your stuff up, and instead of hours that you're getting ready, you're getting ready in like minutes. You're up, you're making your breakfast, you're starting to pack your stuff away, and by far, a tent hammock, if you can find 2 anchor points, you can camp anywhere. You can camp between 2 rocks, you can camp between 2 cactuses. I've done 2 saguaro cactuses. I mean, the roots are just, the thing doesn't even sway in a windstorm. So it's super, super convenient to have this. And with the 2 tarps, I could set up a porch on one side, and then with the triangle, have an outcrop, and so I can keep all my stuff, like my bike and like all my bags and everything, dry. This is my sleeping pad. It's always nice to have a sleeping pad in the winter months. It keeps your backside warm. And then I also have a goose down quilt that I also lay on under the sleeping bag, or inside the sleeping bag, wherever, and then I just kind of like wrap myself like a burrito in the winter time. And then in the summertime, if I only take like 1 sleeping bag and this, and it's super nice. This is my shovel. I call it my shit shovel. This has Flex Seal tape. I save the cotton swabs from your ears. I save the cotton swabs from my fire starter. I tell you what, once that catches that spark, it just lights right up. You don't have to keep hitting it. Then I have a flint steel, fishing, spider wire. I take spider wire wherever I go. Spider wire, I have 3 rolls of spider wire. Fishing wire, you can use this stuff. You can use it to sew. You can use it to sew up a wound. I always carry a sewing needle with me. In fact, I think there's a sewing needle in each roll. And then I have, there's another roll. It's a collapsible shovel. It's easy. It's good to dig fire pits. I only have a fire when I'm next to water. I never have a fire when I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Every once in a while, if I find a coffee can, I'll have a fire inside a coffee can. I never have a ground fire when I'm not close to water. Another roll of fishing wire, flint steel. This thing is awesome. With the cotton swabs, with the earwax on it. As soon as this spark hits this, it lights right up. You don't have to keep sparking it. And any bits of cotton, it'll do. I always save pocket lint. Anything that'll catch a flint or catch a spark, I collect it, and I just throw it in here. And like I said, I'm never without a fire when I need a fire. With the flint steel and the cotton swabs and the pocket lint, collapsible saw. Okay, that's it. Oh, I got one more item. Okay, collapsible saw. So it's super simple. I think this is a Gerber, and then roll it. Ouch! Thank you. Lightweight. I love taking this thing kayaking too. Super nice. You know, it's got the big teeth on it, and it's collapsible. And this fits pretty much anywhere. And then it's nice to have. Last item for the back. Mouse traps. Mouse traps. Mouse traps. Mouse traps. This will keep the raccoons out of your food. This will keep those little field mice out. This will, because when you're off the highway and you're in the bushes and you're camping overnight, those little bastards will chew little holes in all your shoes or all the stuff that you sweat in and you're leaving it out to air out. They'll chew little holes in it. So either they're eating the moisture that you're with, they're eating your sweat moisture or something. Sometimes I get up, numerous times I would get up, and there'd be little holes all over my clothes, so then I'd have to ride for the rest of the day with little holes in your clothes. And then, like, the sun hits it, and then you get like little sunspots where the holes they chew the holes. So I always carry little mouse traps and put them all over your bags and all over your bike and stuff that you don't want them to chew, because they'll just chew little holes in it. It's crazy. So I carry about I think I got 4, and then like I say, you just put them all over the place. If not, like they said, they'll chew through your shit. That's it for that. That's it for that. See if front bags last on it. I'll do the lights last. Okay, plastic bowls for food. Usually the front bags are usually going to be my food storage. Canned goods, box of noodles, things that I can just quick and easy. A lot of Brazil nuts. I started making my own granola bars, so I make my own. I make honey granola bars. This is for the cast iron pans. Oh, this is just a regular coffee cup. This is my soup pot, extra cap for to melt your cheese or to put it over so to keep the flies off it, so on and so forth. It's always good to have this. It's nice to have. You take a lot of things that make you feel comfortable, and which I do. I mean, because like I said, when you're out in the middle of nowhere and you want to be comfortable and you're in a safe spot, and and it's just you. It's really awesome. So I got last item for this. It's the extra stove. So I got 3 stoves total. I have an extra stove just in case those 2 stoves die. Okay, last item on the bike. I already walked through the bike. Everybody knows about the bike. So this is my headlight setup because I always when I tour, I start at 7 at night. Or whenever the sun starts going down, I start at night. So I sleep all day, take off at like 6 or 7, or maybe even 9 at 9 o'clock at night, and I start I start my bike touring then, because it's nice and cool. The sun's not beating down on you, and then by the time that you reach this wherever you're going, it's dark, it's nice and cool. You got time to cool off. So this is my headlight setup for when I'm out on, like say if I'm on my way to Payson and I'm on 88 and there's no street lights. Yeah, these are palm tree lights. So it's a spectrum. There's let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 7 different colors, and then the last sequence, it goes through and it runs through each one. So when I'm riding and I just let it cycle, people that are coming up behind me in 88, they actually slow down and like coast by me like, what the fuck is that shit? That's some fucking crazy shit. It lights up the whole highway. It is the coolest thing on how bright it gets when there's no lights. Here, I'll turn the lights on. Show you. Oh shit. So that's what you see at night. That is super, super cool. And I got a bell. I won't ring it, but because of the neighbors, it's pretty late. So yeah, so when it cycles, you can change. You can do one color one way, one that way, one this way, or change it all together. Or choose one that makes it brighter with less shadow. It's super cool. It is so. It's such a nice, just a nice setup. And then like I said, I just looked for them on Amazon. They're solar powered, and then I just take the plastic bag. And I just take the plastic bag and put it over the solar panel at night, and then that way it doesn't get affected by my headlamp or people passing me. It doesn't get affected by their headlights at all. It's super, super easy. Yeah, so cool to change the colors and then put them to where then they cycle. Oh, it's so cool. Especially when it's even cooler when there's no lights. There's no street lights. It's completely black, and like I said, it lights up the whole highway. It's so awesome. I can't wait to show you guys the POV on 88 with the lights. Oh, it's gonna be so awesome. Right now, I ordered a larger memory card for my Insta360. So once that comes in, I'll be able to record longer videos and have more content. I thank you very much for viewing me. I thank you very much for your time. I can't thank you more. I can't thank you any more than I am right now, because this is just amazing. That I had to do it twice because I forgot to add my fishing gear one time, and I forgot to add my solar panel the second time. So the third time I was able to add everything, and I'm super excited about showing you guys my setup, because it's such a comfortable setup with the cushion seat and the suspension seat, and then with the tires. The tire pressure is a big thing. The more tire pressure you have, the faster you'll go with all this weight, and then you're just bouncing around. You're just bouncing down the road. It's so awesome. And like I said, there's no fatigue because of the seat. There's no fatigue because of I call it a gooseneck. the distance between here will also cut down on your shoulder fatigue. And so yeah, like I said, like, subscribe. I can't start getting off on another tangent because I've said enough. I don't want to say anymore. I'm really excited about this. Thank you again for viewing me. The more times you view me, the more revenue I can start to accumulate, and then the better off I'll be able to start my good things for good people. Thank you very much. I'll see you on the next one.